Hey everyone, it's Justin. Thank you for watching and welcome to my house. That's Justin's house. It's time for another ServiceNow Store Highlights episode, or SSH version 01182023. Let's take a look at the visuals right here. Next to my head there, you can see this week, 08182023. We have 31 new or updated apps, just a slight uptick of 6 applications from our episode last week. Let's go ahead and group this by category, and we'll filter by episode so we can get a visual of what's coming in today's episode. We've got 1 compatibility update, 1 downgrade, 1 fix, 13 highlights, 4 minor updates, 5 or 8 new releases, and 3 release notes fails. So again, not a big agenda. Let's hop over and start taking a look at these. I've got them pre-grouped now so I don't have to go find them. First on compatibility updates, Kyndryl Catalog Process Engine upgraded to support Utah. So we had 1 compatibility update to support Utah. We had 1 downgrade. It was really disappointing. This is one of my favorite apps because they leave me nice emojis in their release notes. I don't know if they're for me, but I assume they're for me. The feedback app got downgraded. If you've not seen the show before, let's take a look what a downgraded app in the App Store looks like. We'll just go to the version history when it pulls up here and you'll see. It got fixed. Okay, so it got fixed today. So when I did my poll, I saw that this got withdrawn on August the 9th, and on August 17th, they went back to version 2.1.2, and now we're on version 2.3. So it's no longer a downgrade. I mean, it was a downgrade when I did my crawl, but it includes bug fixes and performance improvements only. No new features. Smiley face with rosy cheeks. Thank you all for using the feedback app. We appreciate all the feedback you give us with starry eyes. So great job to the team there at Automize AS. We will go ahead and move this to a minor update. As I can only do it here. I don't think I can edit them here, but let's go ahead and open it up. We're going to change it to a minor update because there was no new features, just some bug fixes and performance improvements. In fact, I could do that after the show is over and not tie you all up on this to see me change that. So next up, there was 1 fix. That was Theme Builder from ServiceNow. Got a small fix. And 4 minor updates. We have IceFlow, RBM custom components, Aqua Security platform integration with vulnerability response for containers, Formula Builder, and SN App Par components export modal. That is a UI Builder component or a data visualization component. Never sure which one, but it's kind of like one of those related apps. But anyways, some minor updates for that, not worth spending a lot of time on. And last are release notes fails. Automate Pro, Cloudify, and TalkDesk all had release note fails. Release note fails mean I couldn't tell what was updated or changed in the app because they were the same release notes as the previous version, or there was no release notes when I went and looked at it. So those are release notes fails. Now, let's get to the good stuff, the new releases for this week. Let's start with Health Log Analytics Prime. This is an Innovation Lab application, allows using Health Log Analytics regional/shared capabilities. Key feature to send HLA log data to ITOM Gateway and enables scaling HLA to our largest customers. So obviously ServiceNow working internally on supporting some of their biggest customers. I imagine gobs and gobs of log files. Up next is InGage. That's InGage with an IN. Unleash custom branding dynamic widgets for next level productivity. Key features on this one: customizability, enhanced user experience, rich functionality, scalability, easy deployment, and continuous updates and support. Let's take a look at those screenshots there. We've got some devices, a laptop, a workstation, looks like an iMac, a tablet, and a phone. And okay, so it's showing different portal and end user experiences. So if we go back here, we can see the different widgets, and here this looks a little bit different. There's another one. I like that one. That looks pretty cool. And this is another one. And back to okay, so we got 3 different experiences there. That looks pretty cool from the team at InSource Inc. Up next on new releases, Intella. I forgot the last part. ADP Payroll Global Connector. Enables seamless integration between ServiceNow and ADP, streamlining HR processes and enhancing the employee experience. Let's take a look at those key features, which just basically what I said. Employees are able to come into the ServiceNow portal and view their pay and tax statement data from ADP, but I saw up here features, real-time data sharing, multi-departmental enterprise employee portal, omni-channel self-service and curated content experiences, and automate HR interactions. Let's take a look at the marketing shot there. Another monitor and a phone, and another one there showing the features that I just read. And there's another monitor and the phone. Oh, it's the same thing. So 2 screenshots there from the team at Advanced Solutions Corp. Next on our list is going to be OwnBackup Connect. This app is the top backup and recovery solution for your mission-critical ServiceNow data with on-demand backups, flexible retention, and precision restore capabilities. Let's take a look at those key features. It provides additional ServiceNow data protection by working directly with the OwnBackup SaaS platform to provide the following: configurable, granular, and off-platform backups with AWS and Azure, that's Amazon Web Services in Azure, run them on demand, backup specific tables, and set your own backup schedule. Flexible retention policies, restore data with speed and ease, enable audit and compliance readiness with searchable archives, and proactive smart alerts, compare functionality, GDPR, and more. Looks like there's a video there. Let's skip that one and just show the screenshot. There is OwnBackup showing the status of the latest backup and recent backups and some statistics. Here's the scheduled exports, and here's some smart alerts. When should we alert you? And there's that video we are not going to click on inside this video, but that's what's new from OwnBackup Inc. Next on our list is going to be Secureworks Taegis ITSM sync integration combines security analytics and human intelligence to deliver superior detection and unmatched response. Key features on this one: create tickets for new security investigations and keep them up to date with bidirectional synchronization. Easily click through to ServiceNow tickets from Taegis, XDR investigations, configure update settings and field value mapping, synchronize comments and work notes, maintain ticket and investigation hygiene. Can be customized to fit a number of additional use cases, such as other tables like SN_SI_incident. That's the security incident response incident table. Additional subflows and actions for utilizing within a user's own flows, and ability to access the Taegis. I hope I'm saying that right. If not, leave me a comment down below. The Taegis API. So that's what's new from Secureworks. Up next is going to be Shift Handover Management. Shift Handover Management empowers smooth handovers and boosts operational excellence. Key features on this one: pre-populate critical action items in handover logbook. I almost said hangover. Add multiple custom activities, notify next shift members, dashboard to monitor and track all activities, and automatic closure of handovers when related tasks get completed. Here we've got a picture of a calendar showing some shift assignments. Here is a handover record showing the activities and the group and the from and the to and who initiated it. Good old Fred Luddy. There is a dashboard showing the handover status, and we're back to our calendar view there. So that's what's new from Hexaware Technologies. Up next, Transform by Intellective has a new app from local to global in a few clicks. Key features: translate any table in ServiceNow with 2 clicks and translate text with ease. There's a very brief there. It's a translation app. We've got a marketing app showing the store app. We've got unlimited configuration so you can see the different catalog item categories, etc., etc. Collections. Here's the portal showing how to maybe translate things in there, and then back to the store application page. And that's what's new from Intellective. Last on our list of new releases, ValueFlow. Accelerate your agenda, drive ERP cost optimization, create business value, reduce the burden of cloud migration, and improve user experience. Key features on the functional side here: create modern applications via low-code guided interfaces, connect processes to any data source across the organization, improve user experience with end-to-end process improvement. Underlying that, on the technical side, simplify complex cross-functional workflows with pre-built workflow nodes, leverage machine learning, artificial intelligence, and robotic process automation to drive efficient processes, and maintain and evolve applications with low-code development. No screenshots on this one, and that concludes our new releases, and all we have left to show you are the highlights. And first on our list of highlights is going to be this one from @IceFlow. Let me read this: RBM-custom-components 2. There was another one of these, I think, and a third one, but basically on this one, addition of team editor, addition of import content, and also an export component. So with the team editor allows addition of teams, allocation of users and groups to teams. Addition of import component allows file selection, the attachment API uploading. validation of format, CSV, and row content, importing into a runbook to create stages, tasks, dependencies, and constraints, and export creates a CSV attachment and allows the download of a file, and that's in version 1.5.2. Up next is the Amaze by Intellective, upgraded to version 3.0.2, and in this one they have a bunch of enhancements. You can see them here: Scratchpad, rich text editor, settings panel, components, other, and bug fixes. Really great release notes, so great. I'm not going to read them all to you, but I want to give them a shout out for some great release notes, and that's what's new from the folks at Intellective, in addition to their new application that was in the new releases section. All right, next is going to be Connect Quick. Connect Quick got updated to version 3, and in this one it's a major feature upgrade which adds significant flexibility to the framework and support for MSPs using domain separation. All right, so a lot of this is repeated except for down here. I think this is relatively new. If we look at their old release notes, I think it was just incident request. Yep. So problem change, any service management work record extended from the task table and global scope. No additional methods and no additional formats, but it is a major upgrade. And I'd say that probably the most important thing that I recognize here is the support for domain sep. Makes this a major feature upgrade. So that's what's new from the team at Deloitte, New Zealand. Up next in our highlights is going to be Decision Table Builder. This is from ServiceNow. They upgraded to version 5.0.1, and they added draft authoring, test feature, UI support for reference filters, added support for duration field type, and added support for editing decision tables containing advanced rows in Excel. Okay, so this is they're saying it's a patch release for Vancouver. Let's look at the other Vancouver one. Okay, look, it looks like so it was withdrawn, and I can't believe I missed this. So this is the same release notes as before. But okay, so what you're seeing is they had a release on August the 3rd, it was withdrawn August the 10th, and then this new version was available. It's a newer, higher version, which means they fixed something. Now, they weren't great in telling us what they fixed, right? It's the same fixes we see, but obviously something was wrong. The other versions no longer supported, and this is it. So forget everything I just read. This is a fix, and you probably want to grab it if you're having an issue with that one. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure that stays open so I can correct that in my statistics. So up next, Global Signs Atlas PK IaaS connector was upgraded to version 1.2.6, and in this one, a customer service direct URL, handle root and intermediate certificates, get and show the validation policy for admins, and sending email with the certificate, root and intermediate certificates by settings. And that's again version 1.2.6 from GMO Global Sign Ltd. Next in the highlights, Microsoft Exchange Online for Security Operations updated to version 10.5.4, and they updated to certificate-based authentication as Microsoft has deprecated the remote PowerShell protocol. For more information, refer to their knowledge base article in the supporting links section. So if you're a user of this application, Microsoft Exchange Online, sounds like it might not work if you don't do this, especially if they're deprecating a connection method. So if you're using it for phishing and email threats, you may want to check that out. Next up, Platcore LMS, or Learning Management System, was updated to version 3.5.0, and another stellar example of some great, fantastic release notes. I can't possibly read all these to you and maintain my voice, so let's just grab the highlights from there. Utah support, gamification, new course content type and attachment type, course player enhancements, pre-configured surveys, quiz player enhancement, instructor portal, learning plan cards, and a catalog, and then a handful of fixes. You can see down there on the bottom, it starts with the F's down here. So Platcore Learning Management System, a shout out to you guys, and great release notes letting you and letting us and your customers know what's got added to this new release. So thank you very much for that, team at Platcore. Next on the list, Quality Clouds was updated to version number 9.6.0. They replaced the shared OAuth token for individual API keys, a new update set and application live check implementation, ability to enforce management update set peer reviews, and includes guided setup for application configuration. They're calling it a major release, so you may want to check it out if you're interested. And thanks for the people at Quality Without Clouds Ltd. Next from IceFlow, we saw that at the top. This is going to be Runbook Management, upgraded to version 1.5.2, restructuring to focus on RBM events, support multiple runbooks with an event, allow cross-runbook dependency, support addition of time constraints, and allow hierarchical team at RBM event and runbook level, improved overviews, and improved grid, including task, slide, and grid report view editing to allow customization of columns and saving in private reports. So that's what's new, or more of what's new, from IceFlow Limited. Next on our list, Velocity Smart Connect was upgraded to version 5.1.0. It's a minor release that introduces a new device range as well as stability features within existing functionality areas and improvements across the entire application scope. I think I had to look at this one below. The device ranges was after to see our full device range. Velocity offers now new devices support full spectrum. I'm trying to see what's new there. New devices, okay. Yeah, I can't really tell what's new, but some general enhancements and some bug fixes in this one. Again, great release notes, very detailed, and they're not just a repeat of what was there last time. So we got cell tags functionality, device status monitoring, improved consistencies of catalog task behavior, automatic creation of stock replenishments, stability improvements, required tags, ability to bypass the cell availability check, alerting mechanism, loaner extension enhancements, improved catalog mapping, item mapping, and moved lengthy UI action conditions. And there's those bug fixes at the bottom. So fixes are always good, improve the user experience. Next on our list of highlights is going to be VMware ARIA Automation Plugin, updated to version 8.13.0. And in this one, the features are at the top. Support of external source for read only on the day 0 catalog item, support for data grid using multi-row variable sets, support of resource selection without selecting deployments for day 2 action, support of remote console connection for resources, and addressed minor bugs and implemented fixes. So that's what's new from the team at VMware Inc. Next, Vulnerability Response Common from ServiceNow. Innovation Lab offering upgraded to version 2.1.2, and they added aggregated reporting framework. I included this because this is really important in the vulnerability response area where you've got lots and lots of data going on, lots and lots of reports or scans coming in. So aggregated reporting is kind of critical to your sanity. And they're calling it a minor release, but Justin's highlighting it in the highlights for this episode. So that's what's new from ServiceNow or updated. And last on our highlights, Zoom In. We usually see this about once a month, it seems like, updated to version 7.4.6, supporting internal links with anchors, hiding facets based on output classes, performance improvements, and various bug fixes. That's version 7.4.6 from the team at Zoom In Software Limited. And that's our episode, everybody. You just saw 8 new releases, 13 highlights, 1 compatibility update, 4 minor updates, 1 fix, 1 downgrade, 3 release notes fails, and I have to beg your pardon and say this one is not going to be a downgrade, it's going to be a minor fix, so subtract 1 from minor fixes, and this one is not going to be a highlight for Decision Table Builder. I forget what it was, but it's going to be maybe a release notes fail. No, it was downgraded and then re-released, so it was a fix. So 2 actual fixes that I had as highlights and a downgrade. So we'll fix those, and that'll update the stats for that. But in the meantime, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like, please subscribe, or share with somebody who you think might be interested in what got updated in the ServiceNow store. And until next time, don't forget to always be learning.